You have to stop worrying about people thinking about you whenever you come in the room. Because all the time in our lives, we based on this thing that we have to be the perfect thing to look at for everybody. Not even perfect, just like the best thing that you can be every time you look at. And sometimes we just fake things. Like, hey, look at me. I'm with cool people. I'm living a cool life and having the best body and having the best everything. But you both know the internet persona thing isn't real. All of us know at this point. Like, that's why I hate celebrities. Because we look up to people that aren't even real. Well, they're real people, but who they portray as isn't really real. They portray a thing that isn't even close to the truth. That's why I don't believe that we should have idols or celebrities. I am happy that as this social media thing is blowing up, like the internet genre, like era is kind of starting, going. That kind of thing, like celebrities worship, like Michael Jackson era, Michael Jordan era. We don't worship people like that anymore. Well, at least. Well, there is some like K-pop idols, like Taylor Swift, like Drake. We view them as idols and celebrities. Like they can't do no wrong because they're popular and famous and everything. I hate that persona. That's why I don't have idols. I don't have celebrities. But I do have people I admire, like artists that I admire looking at. I admire what they do. You know, like Kendrick, his albums are something else. It's not like the songs that you would go and repeat every time. It's something that you would digest because it's telling a story about something and so passionate. You can hear the passion in the way he does things. Take a look at like To Pimp a Butterfly, Section 80, Damn, Mr. Morale, and The Big Steppers. Those albums are not like, you know, radio worthy. Not a, not at least most of them. Damn has a lot of classics, but most of the songs I hear are not really radio like pop things. They're mostly music about a portrayal of a story that he embodies and tells from a perspective. He does things so authentically to the point where you have to really digest it and listen to it and be into it to actually enjoy it. You have to appreciate every little thing because when you hear it and you don't like it, you think like there's a lot of things happening and I don't understand it. And I love that. I love that type of detail that he puts in his work. I admire that. But when I meet Kendrick Lamar, I'm not gonna say, "Oh, damn, you're my celebrity. Oh my gosh, I worship you." No, I'm gonna look at him and just tell him, "Hey, I like your work. It's very passionate. You put yourself into it. I love it, and I'm gonna be excited and a little fidgety." But yeah, I know he is a person as well, so I won't, think like he's God. Like, oh my gosh, because all of us are all people. We're all equal. Some people like feed into this celebrity thing, like they're like above us or something. Nobody is above someone. Nobody is. Only God is. I'm not saying like this. I'm not saying like, oh, the only person you may look up to is only God, which is true. But you should stop, worshiping people as something more. We build up them to be so much more than what they're supposed to be. They're only people. Like, us worshiping people is unfair for us and unfair for them, because we don't really give them chance to be like people. We treat them as like commodities, like an object at that point. That's why a lot of celebrities like lose their minds, because they're not treated as people anymore. But no, they're people, and they're keep doing this narrative where they're supposed to prove themselves they're worthy of being like the celebrity status, the worship, and all that. That's unfair. And I hope to do music someday, or art, or movies, or any kind of thing like producing. And I don't want to be viral every day. I just want to be financially free and free to do whatever I want. And, you know, as fans, we should just appreciate the work, not the people. Not people do it. Like, worship them. That's what they're supposed to be. We should just appreciate the art as it is presented, because their job is to entertain the people and show them the art. And I admire their work, but we build them up so much, and every time they fail, we just punch them down. So it's really unfair. Like the Frank Ocean one, the concert, the last one was pretty sad because it's the first time he appeared doing a concert after her brother died. His brother died. It's so sad that it happened, that people were booing him because he was trying something else. It was unfair, because I guess people like expected him to be like amazing, but Frank Ocean isn't based on something like wow, like celebrity status. Frank Ocean speaks truth and authenticity within his music. So whatever he does is just him expressing himself. Because every time you hear Frank Ocean, you just hear the truth of how he looks at it. How he portrays it is so unfiltered, so raw in a way. And he puts it in a beautiful melody where he can express himself and dance between the melodies, actually beat the melody. That's why I love his last two albums, like Blonde and the Chanel Orange. Channel Orange. I'm sorry, not Chanel. Sorry about that. Because his music is really hits you deep. Kind of like a nostalgic feeling with lyrics that speak the truth of what you think, what most people think. And he's not doing it because that's what most people think, that he's just doing it because that's what he thinks. That's what he finds relatable. I find the most relatable music is the music that people put themselves into. I don't like the mainstream music where they popping guns, like something like that. Sometimes it's fun to listen to that. I'll be honest, but I don't want to listen to that thing every day, because you're just basically listening music to be catchy, to be, an earworm. But that's not the point of music. The point of music is speak some truth, speak who you are into the song you're making. And as this viral thing is going on, our music is not really getting better because it's being getting treated like business, like a market, like which song I can do, which has the most streams. That's why I hate our modern music. There's no classics really of the music. Think about it, musics back then were like better in a sense because they're more truth, they were more truthful and authentic. Because back then, being popular was very hard, because you either have to be celebrity or nothing. It's just two things. So because of that, we had a lot of people who just made music for like the love of it, made music just to be themselves. Today we are running out of people who do that. They just make it so like, you know, find the most better catchy song to like make people approve that their music's good. And that's not the point of music. Even rap back then, they spoke the truth about their lives, like the gangster stuff that was happening. And right now, even though a lot of people are just singing it because they think it's cool, a lot of people don't sing about truthful things anymore. If you're gonna be a rapper, rap about things you actually like and actually do. Some people just want to get into that persona. That's why they sing some stuff. That's why I kind of like the OGs will never be back because people right now are making stuff to making stuff that following the blueprint of what already worked. Like what type of stuff do they say that makes people sing and like go to their concerts? I think music is dead because of that way. If there is good music, they'll just market the shit out of it, even though it's just a catchy song. And there have been good albums, but they're not widely promoted because most of the people right now just listen to the thing that's popping, like relevant, which is dumb. And I hope the next generation of artists, create more authentic stuff, more raw, more experimental, more out of the box, more like what he have not seen before. And take that step, even though the labels and the other people tell them that's not good. If it's for you, it's good. That's good enough. For me, that's it. If you think it's good, that is good enough. Because the point of making things is making things that you love, making things that you put your all into. Not like all effort, make the catchy beat, make your all into it, like who you are, what you want. Is this song a representation of yourself? Yes, it's because people are trying to, please everyone and worrying about what people like or not like. So we shouldn't worry about that. It like holds us back for so much more beautiful things in life, art and everything. This is Chris Killeen signing off. Bow, 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 bow.